Okay, for the session of the 14th of May 2021, SOS closed at $3.21. And let's just quickly have a look at what's going on live with SOS. Let's see what's going on. It's down 2.81% in this pre-market session. For the I believe from the pre-market or the post-market of that session, probably over the weekend, it's retraced down to this level we're looking at right now, this $3.12 level. So currently momentum is very strong. As a matter of fact, it is completely overbought based on this 1 minute live feed of the pre-market session. The pre-market session of the 17th of May 2021. So we can see MACD is also above the histogram, above its signal line. Sorry. You can see also the 10 and 20-day trend lines are just lying on the same level, but the 50-day and the 200-day and the volume weighted average prices, they are both above the stock itself. So having, or rather trading below its 50-day trend line, which is its support based on certain technical, based on certain ideas, based on certain standards. A 50-day or 40-day probably will be its support. So it's trading below its support. So currently down at $3.11 this pre-market session. So let's return to the site itself. You can see we set this Fibonacci extension and retracement level some time ago, a few weeks ago. The stock has since retraced below those levels. You can see that. We set it at $4.45. You can see it's way down at 3.21 where it closed. And obviously it is not trading at all within any of its 10 day, 20 day, 50-day standard deviation ranges. It is currently trading below, and or rather outside of those ranges at the moment. So it simply indicates that it's on the upside, there isn't any risk, but also on the downside, the risk is there. We can evidently see that it has continued to retrace over the past weeks. So you have to be careful. If you want to get involved, by all means, just know that there's a good chance the stock will continue to retrace as well. So, but right now it's pretty much stagnant, but the 14 period slow stochastic oscillator is active. It was at some point of overbought. Currently now it is slightly in between, not overbought, not oversold, just in the middle. MACD is still sustained its dominance over the signal line as it continues to move sideways at the moment. So volume, it looks very, very small based on this 1 minute live session of the pre-market. So let's look at what the 5 minutes is saying. 5 minute chart of SOS is saying. Currently, of course, also reflecting the retracement it has 2.8% retracement. Let's see what the 10 minute has. Okay, the 10 minute is not reflecting that, it's reflecting an extension. It's looking bullish on the 10 minute. So the daily chart, we have also obviously seen the daily chart. You can see the daily chart, or daily type of the chart. can see it's trading below all of its trend lines, including the volume weighted average price. Not very active at the moment. Volume is not so high. 4,287, just cross the tape over there. So this is trying to reflect what has happened so far. So it's gradually loading up. For some reason, it's just behaving that like that of late. So because right now we're in the pre-market session of the 17th of May 2021. SOS is down 3.12% at $3.11. So there isn't any fresh news as such. It says SOS appears to be consolidating within a longer term uptrend. The average directional index is below 20, indicating that shares have traded sideways. However, the 200-day is sloping bullishly upwards. It's lagging the S&P 500. It also didn't point out that the stock is currently below its 200-day moving average. Momentum for SOS is strongly bearish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is below 20, the level which many analysts call oversold. This means that investors have been actively selling shares and driving the price lower. The unbalanced volume indicator is bullish. The slope of an indicator is negative and suggests that there is a lack of buying interest. So all in all, the two oscillators that track the momentum and volume based on what we're looking at right now are in unison. So there is a lack of buying interest and it's currently oversold. So yes, so what it indicates is, yeah, technically it's a buy, but the risks are also very high as well, because if you buy it might continue to retrace further. So that is all you have to bear in mind if you want to get involved with SOS. It's very, very likely that it will continue to retrace. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video.